So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
That has been slung wide. He's in space and looking for options. Picked out brilliantly, and it's played into the middle. Cedric Suarez. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Great ball if he can get there. He's going for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Antonio, spread out to the left. It's an errant pass. What a throw in. He's heaved it away. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Antonio. And it's Suarez. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Sao Paulo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their...
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Wilshere. Here's Maradona. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Suarez. Suarez gets a cross in. And it's Maradona. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Some really good ball movement. And he shoots! Well, now it's another chance! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Suarez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up he goes! In again. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's had it taken off him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He has found the way through. Played in. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try. Milan do have a chance to counter here.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Zanetti. Bastoni. And it's Hernandez. Inzaghi chasing after it. Luis Gustavo. Oh, this looks sharp. Antonio.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Wilshere. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Kajeri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Little pass back. Shifted it to the flank. Cedric Suarez. Sao Paulo finding their passes. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And this is Inzaghi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Inzaghi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Strong running down that left flank. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, good spread. Suarez. It's an early cross, horrific header! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
That ball was absolutely drilled, Peter, and he still got to it. He's showing some really sharp movement here.
Fiore, and it's Maradona. Looking wide, while facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the pass is intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all
Van Nistelrooy! And that has skimmed the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Sao Paulo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Oh, good take in a good area. Milan claim it back to much approval. They've played it short. Marcos Antonio in towards the back stick. Hits it again, but still no joy.
Sao Paulo really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Oh, nice touch. Now this could be a chance.
Sao Paulo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're just the goalkeeper to beat. Takes a shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
You know, you can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a promising position. That'll be a throw-in. That is lovely. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been taken short. Fired deep towards the back post. Back in once more.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Luis Gustavo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Filippo Inzaghi, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking here to chip it through. Sao Paulo could have here their final chance. They've played it short. Barella does really well to win the ball there. Nicely spread. Maradona. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Neymar. He's having a go! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Maradona plays it short. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Maradona. That is good strength. And that is as far as it goes. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Van Nistelrooy claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 1, Ochoa, il numero 7, Zanetti, il numero 4, Wilshere, il numero 11, Neymar.
So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Luan Perez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's forced to go back. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Barella. Now Fiore, and the counter is on. Barella. He's on it, can he get away? That is good strength. And this is Van Nistelrooy, real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Neymar with the short one. Lookman is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And it's made its way to him. Wilshere wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out towards the right wing. Still goalless. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wilshere. Inzaghi. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played out to the right. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lookman. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tomori cuts out the pass. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Gets into some space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fiore. Van Nistelrooy. Ball played for Lookman. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a mighty effort against the crossbar. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Half an hour played now. Rincon. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. Flings in across. Good read, needed to be. Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Opts for safety. And it's Zanetti. Barella. And it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neymar. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Can he get it through? Cross goes in there. Tomori is there and he can get that clear. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that was vital. Fiore. Filippo Inzaghi. And now the breakaway. It's Wilshere. Neymar. And the shot's on here. Oh, sweet feet. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's no flag. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Neymar. He's in a great position here. Can he get on the end of this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been taken short. Now here's the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. And a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Barella. Now it's Inzaghi. Just about up to the hour now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Looking for options for movement. Rincon.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, what has happened here? And that has been clubbed away. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rincon. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé. Now Fiore. Tries to pass it through. So nearly the perfect ball. Santos making consecutive changes here.
Cambio di giocatori.
Fiore.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Inzaghi. It's a promising position. Neymar! Barella. Lookman. Santos can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Inzaghi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Fiore, and the finish! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Out to the right. Here comes the cross. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ci saranno 3
Rincon.
minuti di recupero.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Played out wide. What a throw in. Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Numero 20.
Pinches it off him. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Van Nistelrooy claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it is quite an atmosphere here in the Mexican capital. That is what greets us whenever the nation's most decorated club is playing here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, San Maxima, is an absolute nightmare for defences. He's got great ability to come short and then run at defences, but you can't mark him tightly or he'll easily turn you and just get beyond. He's full of tricks and imagination, and he's just very, very difficult to contain.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And we're underway. Just eases him off the ball.
San Maxima.
Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Jisung and Bastoni. Fiore. Now it's Turan. That's a shade optimistic.
That'll be a throw-in. And here's Rooney. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Milan still without a single shot on target. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Can he finish?
Chooses to go back. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Out to the left it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Alvaro Fidalgo. Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Alvaro Fidalgo. Has a look and plays it forward. He's in a great position here. Saint-Maximin! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Alvaro Fidalgo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Rooney. Closing in on goal. He has found the way through. Big chance! They've done it! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Saint-Maximin. Look at the space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Thuram shapes to shoot, and it's hit the woodwork and out. Corner it is. Cleared without hesitation. And a chance! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Now that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan go into the lead. Well, and that'll be the final action of the first half. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Aquí están los jugadores.
That gets things going for the second half. Saint-Maximin tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross goes in there. And here comes the corner. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Park Ji-sung. Looking to play him in. And it's made its way to him. Fiore. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Lovely pass, but tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Alvaro Fidalgo. Saint-Maximin. He slings it in. Up he goes! Oh, it's hit the post. Turns and goes back. Played it. Oh, what a... And it's bounced out off the woodwork. Their attempt, just the wrong outcome. And now they can spring out of defence. Fiore. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Número 27.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Alvaro Fidalgo. And here's Sam Maximin. Thuram. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Good ball, good take. Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan choosing to make the first change. Neymar coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He has a look up, played into the box, and he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Zanetti. Bastoni. Rafinha. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. It's a promising position. It's a pretty loose pass. Sam Maximin. And the shot's on here. Now there's a fine ball. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Cambio en el América. Número 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 33. Se está realizando
Cleared
un
away.
cambio.
Club America are looking to go forward now. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lofted upfield. And here's Shevchenko. It's Rooney!
This is the time you need that pace.
It's Park Ji-sung. Great ball, and he's in here. He gets big. They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Gol del Milan.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are having a ball here. Sam Maximin does have his name on the score sheet, of course. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he's found support out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Saint-Maximin. Alvaro Fidalgo. Park Ji-sung. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar. It's Park Ji-sung.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Alvaro Fidalgo. Foot in. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Shevchenko. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Rafinha reflecting on a stellar performance, and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.